Hello YouTube, this is an alcohol review of Kings Creek Tennessee Whiskey Cider. Black label, according to the label, seasonal blend, small batch, small rating, Kings Creek Black Label Whiskey blended with natural apple cider flavors and caramel color. So, handmade with care, it says. 50% alcohol by volume, 30 proof, seasonal blend. Oh, there's a little story. Look at that. I don't think there was one when I listened to the back, but here it says, an equally small writing. I'm getting old. Hiking through the snowy woods, skating on a frozen pond, basking in the warmth of a mountain cabin. Boons of winter season. Savor the crisp snap of apple in our seasonal blend of Kings Creek Black Label Tennessee Whiskey Cider. A special winter offering to enjoy warm, straight up, or on the rocks. Cheers. Well, that's pleasant. I'll try not to get too handsy at you guys. But so we are. With top ground cork. Very strong nose. And it smells apple cidery. There we go. Beautiful, beautiful dark caramel color. But of course, it does say on the label, caramel color. It has a very, very strong apple nose to it. And I don't mean just a normal apple nose. I mean an apple nose, if you've ever been around an apple orchard or an apple processing facility, especially with the process it by hand, there's always a smell of bad apples, rotting apples, apples on the verge of rot. This has that tint in it. Now, you're going to go, oh, wow, terrible. Apples rot bad. But no, actually, more gives a credit of authenticity. And there's a perfume to it. Like a flowery, I wouldn't call it chemically, but a flowery note to the nose, a layer. But that apple has definitely strong cider, multi-layered, fresh. So impressive. And it does say apple cider flavors. Multiple, I guess. So, not sure how much actual apple is in this, but hey, it's got a great nose. And that's the part that's most enjoyable. Great palate. If you like apple cider, phenomenal palate. I originate far from what you see around me, and apples was a big thing. One of my favorite early teenage memories was going to this huge apple orchard. Oh, the pies, the homemade breads, apple butter. Wonderful all the way around. And the phenomenal apple cider that they had there, that they made on premises in the gallons and gallons of the stuff. I always had to look out for the tractor, though, because as you were there in their shop purchasing stuff, they were processing in the back. There was only just a wall, and thus a big tractor would come through with a big trailer And they really couldn't care if they ran you over or not. Stinking teenagers. But hey, memories. And if you have a connection towards apples in that sort of way, definitely will bring you back. The nose, the palate, wonderful. It does have about a medium hang time to it, so expect long pauses between sips. If heated, I'm sure that would give it extra charm to it. I don't know about cooled. Thrown into a cocktail, it's got to be a very specific cocktail because it is so appley. As for the whiskey part of it, there is a ever so slight burn, ever so slight bite. Just to let you know that, yeah, this is an adult beverage. So definitely don't get this confused. Here, small child underaged. No. They're bad. But I don't think it's going to really knock you down that hard, that fast. It is so nice and so soft and so subtle and so appley that you might find yourself having one too many on accident, just because it is so just yummy and not adult obtrusive, as in burn and bite of that alcohol. Normally, I would get a burnt tire flavor from the ethanol, and this does not have that. But every rose has its thorn. Thank you, 1980s. What are the thorns to this particular apple rose? Apple rose. Well, it's a little syrupy, so that makes it heavy on the palate. I think there's things happening behind me. But it is heavy on the palate. So as much as I say, oh yeah, you'll probably sip too many, and that may just knock you over, more than likely you'll get a little tired of the weight on the palate. This is something you would probably want actually a sip of water in between small drams, just to alleviate that heaviness. Like I said, it's a little syrupy, and it stays that way. Maybe ice would do it well, but if you add in ice, you may lose all the different layers of the apple cider. Well, I see it is getting dark. It is quite tasty. I highly suggest it if you can find it. This is Kings Creek Black Label Tennessee Whiskey Cider. Wonderful for the holidays. No wonder it's just a seasonal blend, because I can't imagine any other time, say fall, only because it will go in with all of your apple lattes and pumpkin spice and whatnot. Pumpkin lattes. That's it. Pumpkin spice lattes. But yeah, obviously the festive label brings it around to that. So yeah, this would be worth waiting for the next season it comes around, which, by the way it looks, will be next fall/Christmas. And is definitely worth trying to find in the area, if you can. Well, before it gets too dark, this is Kings Creek Black Label Tennessee Whiskey Cider. Any comments about this particular product? Down below, write it down. Warmly accepted as always. Or better yet, go out, buy it, try it yourself. And until next time, as the light fades, keep on drinking.